Am I gonna buy this new makeup? No, because I was just robbed, but we can still talk about it. Welcome back. To today's video, we're going to be going over all of the new makeup releases that have recently been announced. This is part of my Will I Buy It series. Here comes my dog. This is a part of my Will I Buy It series that I post whenever I feel like talking over the new makeup releases. I used to post this on a weekly basis, and now I just kind of pop in whenever I feel the urge. So I start my videos with an outfit of the day. And today I'm just wearing some very distressed jeans, my moon shoes, and then this bodysuit. I actually bought it on TikTok Shop. It's like one of the viral bodysuits, and I was like, I like bodysuits, so I bought it. I will link anything that I can in my description box, including any of the new makeup releases that I am talking about, but honestly, I wasn't planning to film a new makeup releases video this week, but we've had some interesting circumstances in my life, and I kind of just was kind of racking my brain of what videos that I could be posting, and I thought sitting down to film a Will I Buy It would be, I feel like sometimes I lean on these videos when I'm especially like having a harder time, because it's something that it's very chill. We're just talking over new makeup, you know, it's nothing like too serious or anything like that. But I've talked about it just a little bit like on Instagram and my YouTube community tab, but I was actually robbed last week. Someone broke in through my bedroom window and stole quite a bit from me. So you know, that's interesting. It is what it is, it happened, and I'm just trying my best to move forward and get things like a new driver's license, bank cards, car keys, all that fun stuff, police reports, insurance claims, etc. But I am not living in this apartment right now. I still have a lot of my stuff here, even though I've started the process of packing. So I'm still filming this video, at least in this space where I normally am. But I am currently actually living, both my dog and I are living with a friend. So I kind of have stuff here, there, everywhere. Some stuff is packed, some stuff is at my friend's, some stuff is here. And I want to do my best to still put out videos. You know, it's probably not going to be super consistently, but as best as I can in the time being, as I figure out where I'm going next and temporary housing and all of those things. And so every video, I came over here today with the intention of filming and like getting more clothes and things like that. And as I was sitting down, I was like, I could film this video. Oh, some of the products are at my friend's house. I could film this video. Oh, I've already packed some things. So if you have any video suggestions that you would like to see from me that involves like minimal products, let me know in the comments. But yeah, things are just kind of all over the place right now. So yeah, so I was like, you know what, let's film a Will I Buy It video. And today's a Monday, and I was like, I can still hopefully get this edited and put it up on Wednesday. It might be going up on Thursday. You know, obviously I'm just extremely busy with trying to put my life back together and that sort of thing, but we're just gonna do the best that we can. So thanks everyone for all of your, you know, kind comments. I did mention this, my last video was a declutter, and I did mention it because my purse got stolen, and it had some makeup products in it, including like some eyeliners that I was like decluttering. So appreciate all of the kind comments, and also just like the advice. It's really horrifying to me how many people have, you know, gone through this as well. So it's just, you know, I appreciate it. But anyways, sorry for the long-winded intro. Not only have I been on more of a makeup low buy this year, but at this point of time, I don't have any like even access to money. Like, they got all of my cards, you know, a social security number you have to file with like identity theft and all of that, and freeze all of your accounts and just everything. So I'm not really in the position right now to be buying much of anything, especially makeup, when I don't, you know, really need anything at the moment. So obviously that plays into this, but we can at least still talk about the new makeup releases and what's going on. So I will link Trend Mood 1 down below. I'm going to be reading from her account. This is a new brand, yes. So this is Polite Society Beauty, and they're available at Ulta. So we have like their foundation is $42, and it says it's a skincare meets makeup hybrid. And then they do also have a blush and glow face palette. They have a plumping oil gloss for the lips, and also a mascara. Now this, I have to say, from what I was reading, it kind of intrigues me because I feel like it sounds a little bit about, it sounds a little of like what I'm interested in right now. I'm kind of leaning into more no makeup days, you know, just different things like that. Kind of more natural makeup, if you will. And I also like the idea of like the skincare and makeup hybrid. I'm attracted to a lot of those products, so that's why the foundation kind of jumped out at me. I will say like the blush palette, like those things do not, like I'm not interested in something like that. If they had like maybe one blush, that would be something, you know, intriguing. But also the lip oil gloss, I like that it also comes in a travel size, as also does the mascara, which is supposed to be volumizing, lengthening, lifting, and curling. I feel like if this was a time where I was looking to try like a new beauty brand, this would be one that I'd be interested in. I do also like that it's at Ulta. We do all love Ulta's point system. I know I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us love the Ulta point system. So I don't know, has anyone tried that brand, picked up anything from them? I would love to know. And then I thought this was interesting, seeing a new foundation coming out from Shiseido. So this is available now in Europe, and it's the Revitalescence Glow, and it's a serum-like formula with a buildable medium coverage, leaves skin with fresh luminosities for all skin types. So it's going to be coming soon to where I am in the US. This one kind of stuck out to me because I really loved Shiseido's Synchro refreshing, you know, the foundation that was supposed to like refresh itself on your skin. I actually really liked that foundation, and I used a lot of it. Like I remember when I eventually decluttered it, I was like, I don't even like feel sad that I'm getting rid of this one, because I definitely got my money's worth, and it's a more, you know, expensive price point for Shiseido. But that was a really nice one. And then again, just kind of hearing a serum like formula, you know, I'm not wearing liquid foundation as much these days. I'm mostly going for like a liquid concealer paired with a powder foundation, but I'm also pretty much out of my Lawless powder foundation, and I feel like I'm gonna have to switch to a liquid foundation in the meantime until I can, you know, be able to make a Sephora order. Hopefully it won't be like, you know, too much longer, and obviously it's like it's not that serious in the grand scheme of things. But actually one thing that I was coming back to this apartment to was to grab a liquid foundation, because I just feel like I need, especially with like the stress of what's happening right now, like I'm someone that when I'm under a lot of stress, it shows on my face. Like I have a lot of breakouts and all of that. There's never obviously a good time to be robbed, but especially when my dog's health has been really declining, and now we've lost all sense of a routine, normalcy. It's been pretty challenging, so I feel like I need to up my game a little bit with a liquid foundation. But I'm wondering if that's why some of these liquid foundations I'm kind of like giving a little bit of a double take to, like But speaking of powders, there's a couple interesting powders on the market now as well. One is from Milk Makeup, and this is their new Pore Eclipse Matte Translucent Talc-Free Setting Powder. This is going to be $32 each. Okay, so this to me does look like it's a loose powder, which I have to say for a powder foundation, I typically just prefer a pressed one. Like I loved the Dior Powder No Powder. Right now I really love the Lawless Beauty powder. So while this kind of instantly gave me a bit of a double take because I'm like, oh, I do like powders, for me I think that I would rather go for a pressed powder. And I was very intrigued when I saw this because Huda Beauty is coming out with their new Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Brightening and Setting Powder. And this one is a pressed powder. So I know a lot of people who love the Easy Bake powder from Huda Beauty in the loose powder form. For me, I didn't try it. I came so close. There were so many times I almost got it just because this was like a viral makeup product and I know so many people loved it, but I was like, I don't know. And I ended up buying the Givenchy loose powder when it came out in a mini. And while I do like that, again, I'm just going for my pressed more. So this, I'm curious about this. This will be available September 19th. So it's not available yet at the time that I'm filming, but this one I'm going to be very intrigued by, and I feel like I'm gonna want to pick it up just to try it. You know, I do love my Lawless Beauty, and obviously like it's one of those funny things that I've been talking about in my videos of like not panic, you know, repurchasing, and like even though I'm starting to use a product up, like I don't need to purchase something right away, and now I'm like, would be really nice to have another one of those and not have so many question marks around everything right now, but it's okay, it's okay. again, grand scheme of things, nothing too serious when it comes to makeup in my beauty collection for sure. But I'm just like, man, if I just, and I had like a bunch of fall clothes in my Amazon cart and I wanted to do like a fall fashion video. That's been put on hold for a little bit, but it's all, and I'm like, if I just would have placed that order like a couple days before, but it's okay, it's all right. I'm hoping by the 19th we'll have a few things figured out, and this is $38, and I think that I'm going to try that one. Like, out of everything, I think that's the one that kind of intrigues me the most. Going back to a foundation though, Estee Lauder is coming out with their new Futurist Skin Tint Serum Foundation, and this has SPF 20 Sheer Tinted Skin Tone Perfector for a glow that lasts. So this is going to be $53 in 29 shades, available on October 1st. You know, I do one of my like few foundations. I think I only have 10 foundations in my collection, liquid foundations. I believe that I only have 10. I've recently done a makeup inventory video, but one of them is still my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like, I've had it for years and it's still one of those that is like, it's one that I'm going, I think I'm gonna, which one? I think I'm gonna take my, is it not in good taste to film like makeup, like I'm trying to think of like my makeup bag after being robbed. Like, you know, people make those videos of like, if I lost all of my makeup, what would you pack? Because I will say the night that it happened, the like skincare bag that I packed for me to go stay at a friend's house was like kind of comical. Like, I packed nothing that made sense. I didn't pack a makeup remover, none at all. A balm, a liquid, nothing. A makeup wipe, a makeup eraser, literally nothing. I packed my tongue scraper, like for sure. Like, I was like, can't go anywhere without my tongue scraper. Like, it was just, I grabbed a retinol and a benzoyl peroxide. I'm like, I'm not using both of those in the same night. Literally, let me know if you have any ideas on that one, because I think I'm gonna pack my Estee Lauder and probably my Dior Backstage were gonna be the two foundations that I was gonna grab. Okay, so for this one, like, in a way, I want to be like, ooh, I think that I want to try this one, but then I'm also like, realistically, I love the Double Wear so much. I feel like I'm just going to be getting some use out of that. So I don't know, not something that I feel like I have to have, but I was intrigued by it. We also have a new one from Makeup Revolution. This is the Bright Light Face Glow. So this is a multi-use glow boosting skin tint, and this is going to be $12. Oh, this says will be available in late January 2024. No, that's not right. Okay, will be available at Superdrug and Boots and Target stores late 2024, but it is available now. Makes more sense. You know, I don't really use a lot of Makeup Revolution. It's just not a brand that I am really attracted to. So there's some other, like, if I was going to be buying a liquid foundation right now, there's some other brands that I'd be a little bit more interested in. Great price point, but not something that, like, you know, kind of snatches my attention right away. But we have another one, a lot of foundations. This is from Rose Inc, and this is the new Soft Light Skin Smoothing Hydrating Non-Comedogenic Foundation. Again, if you are talking to a friend and they're like, hey, your skin looks really nice, what's the foundation you're wearing? I want you to say this full name. I want you to say the full name in here. Okay, the names are just getting longer and longer. But this is a medium coverage foundation, smoothing, weightless, and buildable, has a natural finish, and is ideal for acne prone skin. So that was really interesting to me to read. It's gonna be $54, which is quite expensive. It does say 31 shades. So it's available now at the time that I am filming. I don't know, like, this one kind of intrigues me, just, and also because of, it's supposed to help with like excess oil and things like that, which a lot of times excess oil can also cause, you know, clogged pores and breakouts and that sort of thing. So I was like, especially for right now, like, could be an interesting foundation to try. But so far, honestly, the Huda Beauty powder is winning out. But if there's any liquid foundations that you think that you would want a review on, I was building a Sephora cart again. Was building a Sephora cart, and I did have the House Labs concealer in there. From when I did my last Will I Buy It video, that was the most commented on. Like, a lot of you said that you did want to see that concealer, because I also talked about like the Makeup by Mario concealer. So I did put that one in my cart as well. So I don't know if I really want to do a concealer and a foundation, but the one from Rose Inc definitely sounds very interesting to me. Another concealer that I saw coming out was Gucci, and I have to say, out of all things, I was like kind of surprised on the price point on this. So this is the Concentré de Beauté Concealer. It's going to have 40 shades and it's going to be $36.50. I don't know, I just was expecting it to be more. Like, I still think $36 is, you know, more expensive for a concealer, but something about it being Gucci, like I was just really expecting like a lot happening there. Again though, speaking of the House Labs, that's the concealer that I'm most interested in right now. So that's kind of what I'd be, you know, sticking to. I see Fenty Beauty has some new shadow sticks out, so I was a little bit intrigued by this. I do have a Rare Beauty shadow stick on my eyes today. I've talked a lot about these. In my last declutter was also single shadows, and I mentioned how much I love my Rare Beauty shadow sticks. So when I saw these from Fenty, I was like, ooh. So these have shimmery and matte finishes, quite a few different shades. How much do these cost? Okay, so these are $25. It's just not something that I think that I need, especially because I kept so many from Rare Beauty. I did get those in PR, but it's, you know, my theme of the year is not buying as much makeup or even trying or keeping as much makeup. And I still felt like, I think I kept what, like 4 of the Rare Beauty shadow sticks, which to me is still a lot. I really cut down my single shadow collection though. So if you want to see, like, to me, what I thought was a pretty brutal declutter, especially my single shadows, like my ColourPop Super Shocks, make sure that you check out that video as well. But I don't think that I would need to try it. I know it's like Fenty is like, I want to try it. I just don't think it's something that I have to have. I see from Thrive Causemetics, they are launching new impactful semi-permanent smoothing lipsticks. So it's a satin finish, bold and ultra wearable in one smooth tug-free swipe. These are gonna have 12 shades and be $26 each. I'm like interested in it until I read satin finish. I don't really love the look of a satin. I thought it was gonna be more matte for some reason, but looking at the swatches, yeah, it does have like that satiny finish. I either like a matte lip or a glossy lip, or like for whatever reason, satin is like my least favorite of lipstick formulas. So even though I'm intrigued by like semi-permanent lipstick, like how hard is that going to be to get off? I don't think it's going to be one for me. A couple of eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to touch on. Nomad Cosmetics has their Gold and Grit palette out. This is $49. It's 18 shades, cool tone mattes and gritty greens, broken down browns, and dusty blues. Okay, 9 mattes, 9 shimmers. I say all the time when I talk about the Nomad Cosmetics palettes that I find them to be beautiful. Like, I like the shade selections, they look more unique. I haven't tried the formula yet myself, but this looks really pretty. I do like their selection of greens. I like the golds. I'm filming this the day after NFL Sunday kickoff. Go Pack Go. What was that, me saying that I was nervous for the Packers-Bears game? Just kidding, I wasn't nervous at all. Very proud of my team. But this looks super, super stunning. Like, I'm gonna try Nomad Cosmetics soon. I can just feel it. I can feel it. And this one, very beautiful. I see a palette as well from Kosas. I will say, this is their Undressed Talc-Free Neutral palette. When I first was scrolling through and I saw the photos, I thought that this was going to be a face palette. But that's okay, it's an eyeshadow palette, and I love neutrals, don't get me wrong, like I love me a good neutral palette, okay? But we have 7 matte shades and 1 shimmer in neutral shades for a no makeup look to full glam. This is gonna be $40. Again, I love neutrals. Like, I had to click on the comments, and I hate to be that person, but like the first comment says it's giving nothing, and I was like, I do agree with you. Again, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be like a bronzer and contour palette. This to me, for an eyeshadow palette, like I get it. The Undressed, I feel like it's kind of like a play on like the Urban Decay Naked. It's like a very neutral palette, but truly I'm like, what's going on in here? So can't say I'm vibing with that one. We also have a new collection coming from ColourPop, and this is their Haunted Mansion collection. So we have an eyeshadow palette for $24. There's Super Shocks, lip colors. So this is going to be available now. This was one that I put on my like community tab and was like, what's everyone thinking? I did see a few comments of people saying that you bought the palette or something from the collection, but most people were just not very excited for this one. So of course, would love to hear your comments in the comment section. For me personally, you know, it's funny because I think I mentioned in my last Will I Buy It video that we were also getting our mail stolen from my apartment complex before everyone started getting robbed here as well. It's great. But so we've been having our mail stolen, so I've had like no, like every once in a while, like I get to my mail soon enough that I have a ColourPop PR package, but I don't think that this is one, like as of right now, like I don't think that it's coming because of that. But to me it's okay, because there's nothing to me in this collection that I'm like, ooh, I would go buy it, or even like, ooh, I get it in PR, like let me try it out. But of course would love to know if you purchased anything from it. And then I also see a couple of face palettes. So Hourglass has their face palettes out for holiday. This year it will include 4 palettes, and the owl is a customizable palette. There's some different packaging, like a cheetah. I think that one is that like a giraffe? No, that's a snake. That's a snake. Whoa, okay. For me, the Hourglass, these palettes just, I had one for a while and I kept it because I was like, everyone loves these palettes, like you need to love it too, but I was never part of the in crowd when it came to the Hourglass palettes. Never was a part of the in crowd. So are you going to be getting these? To me, they're really expensive and I just didn't use them enough to be able to justify even keeping one in my collection, but I know a lot of people love them for sure. And then NARS also has one for holiday, their new cheek palette, All That Glitters, and this is going to be $60. I just, again, this is gonna be a no for me. You know, when it comes to holiday and the brands that kind of release the same things around holiday time, there's definitely a market for that. And I always like, I think of like who my makeup collection and what I was shopping for before I started on YouTube and really, you know, started to amass a larger collection. Like I would love holiday time to purchase my Benefit set, to purchase my Too Faced set. And then, you know, every year, like that's kind of when I re-upped my makeup. There's definitely a market for that and everything. For me, it's just, it's not for me right now. So it's not something that I'm personally interested in. And then speaking of holiday, I feel like we have quite a few things for holiday coming up. So Rare Beauty has their holiday, one of their holiday sets, $34. It has the Mini Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in Wisdom and Virtue, and also the Mini Positive Liquid Luminizers in Magnetize and Transcend. So I have all these products, so for me it's not going to be it. But again, when it comes to holiday, like this is something that I just want to be able to share with you, that these are going to be available. A lot of the items are not going to be for me personally to buy it, but just like to share it with you. A lot of people really love, myself included, the liquid blushes from Rare. And then we do also get the liquid highlighters, so something to be able to try from the brand. Sephora is going to be having their advent calendar. It's available in Europe now. It includes 10 full-size products. So we have the ABH Glam to Glow Mini Eyeshadow Palette, the NARS Orgasm Blush, of course. We have products from Dermalogica, Drunk Elephant, Huda Beauty has their mascara, a Laneige lip mask, Rare Beauty mascara, which I really love, the Natasha Denona, it says Zendo eyeshadow palette. So it's a little three palette from Natasha Denona. The Inky List, some stuff from the Sephora collection. I don't see a price on this one, so we'll have to see what it is when it's available in the US. I'm trying to see if it says it anywhere on here. Do you love advent calendars? And if you do, what do you love the most? I think I asked this question last year around holiday time, and I remember a very popular one was like food stuff, like chocolate, cheese, wine. Me and my girlfriends did a wine advent calendar last year from Costco. Maybe we'll do it again this year. Very fun. So I would love to know your favorite type of advent calendar, but if you love makeup, this one's from Sephora, could definitely be a good one. Another one from Sephora, they have their perfume sampler set and their Sephora favorites, so I really do like these. This one's $85 and includes 16 sample size fragrances, so they do have the full list of them as well. I have purchased a fragrance sampler from Sephora for me when I was like starting to get more into fragrance. It's just a nice way for me to be able to try out multiple fragrances and see what I liked. And a lot of times, I'm not sure if this one comes with it. Yeah, choose your own favorite fragrance and get a full-size bottle. It comes with like a card inside where you can go to Sephora and get a full size of one of the products that are in there, and to me that makes it like way worth it. So if you are a perfume girly or wanting to become one, those can be a good idea. It's kind of how I helped get into it a little bit. And then from NYX, they have quite a few holidays. So I'll have a photo here. This is their Fa La 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 Land holiday factory collection. So we have a lot of different products. Nothing that really jumps out at me that I feel like I would need, but can make really cute gift ideas. These are going to be a little bit more of an affordable price point. The packaging is so festive and fun and cheery. That's always a good time. So that could be something to check out. I see the holiday sets also from Too Faced. I think Too Faced can have some very popular holiday releases with, you know, maybe not necessarily people who consume a lot of beauty content and maybe have larger collections, but for me, you know, again, I think of me like walking into an Ulta Beauty many moons ago, like that's kind of the stuff that I was buying. So we have the mini popcorn balls eyeshadow palette, the Let It Snow Globes makeup collection, Pop the Cork makeup set. So we have a handful of different options in here. Again, nothing that I feel like for me personally I would want to grab for myself. Honestly, the popcorn balls palette looks like the cutest one to me, but you know, let me know if you're planning to grab that. Makeup Revolution does also have their own advent calendar. This is going to be $60. Revolution 25 Days of Glam Advent Calendar, $60 or a $145 value. So a lot of different products in here. I think maybe, oh, there's one from Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender has some holiday sets spotted in stores. Their Enchanted Beauty set is $50 for 2 makeup sponges, 2 solid sponges and brush cleanser, and a cleansing silicone scrub. Also, their Little Wonder Blend and Bake set is $30 with a sponge and a dual-sided powder puff. I bought one of the, I think it was a holiday set last year, right? And it came with 3 sponges and then also the Beauty Blender like cleanser solid. Those are great. I mean, when you have to clean your brushes, you have to clean your sponges, those are kind of key to me. Honestly, this would be something that I could see myself buying again. You know, sometimes with Beauty Blender, like spending $20 just on the one sponge, like if you can get some sort of a deal and purchase it in a set and have the cleansers as well, that's usually something that I'll pick up for myself because I know it's something that I will get a lot of use out of. Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with the Charlotte's Magic Water Cream. There's been so much promotion around this. I think I'm getting this in PR. I saw that I have a Charlotte Tilbury package coming. If I actually get it, we will see. I'll try it out. I have tried her like magic cream. I thought it was fine. It was nothing that I particularly loved. For me, it had a lot of fragrance to it, which I don't love in my skincare, but I'll definitely try out the water cream if it does arrive. It should be available now. Let me see, because I know the magic cream is very expensive. So yeah, so this one looks like it's also going to be $100. To me, that's just, I don't know, it's a lot of money. Again, maybe I'll try this one and absolutely love it, but from the first one, it just was nothing that I was like, I think that you should spend $100 on this, you know? I have also, I'm living out of a suitcase and like one skincare and makeup bag, and it really has helped. Like I'm going through I'm using the same moisturizer every day, the same products at night. You know, I don't have my whole like collection at my friend's house with me to be able to use. So I'm like going through products, but I've been using, I grabbed a Huda Beauty, it's like her peptide moisturizer. That one's been really nice. I do like that one, I will say. But to keep going, we are almost done. I also see another collection, a lot of Makeup Revolution in this video, but they are coming out with this Grease collection. I do love Grease, if anyone was wondering, because I know I don't watch a lot of movies, I don't know a lot of TV shows, but I do love the movie Grease for sure. So we have a lot of products in here as well, and again, they're more affordable with it being Makeup Revolution. Nothing though that I am like, ooh, even as, you know, Makeup Revolution had their Clueless collection, and I ended up purchasing a gloss from that and also the makeup bag, like the yellow plaid makeup bag, kind of like Cher's outfits. That was just something as like such a Clueless like fan. I felt like I had to have those products. Oh, I purchased like a lip liner. It was not good. I decluttered it right away. But there's nothing from this one that I'm like, oh, even as like such like a Grease fan, like I feel like I need to have that item as well. So I'm going to pass on that one. There is also a collection that has been released from Causemetics, and this is in collab with Allie Dawson. So a big congratulations to Allie. I'm so excited for her. This is the Falling in Love collection. It's available now on the Ofra website. In here we have the 5-pan eyeshadow palette. There's also a liquid lipstick and a gloss. So very excited for Allie. I have received this collection, which I'm very excited for. I'm hoping to be able to film some sort of video with it, whether it even just be like a get ready with me or something like that, but I hope to be able to film with it. It's such a beautiful fall palette. I just did a video on the best fall palettes of all time based on your favorite products, so that was a really fun one to make. But this really is like so fall with like the yellow and then the orange, and I love the Ofra glosses so much. So again, another big congratulations to Allie. I will have this link down below. I do have a code with Ofra. It is Samantha. I don't think that you can use it on collaborations, but if there was anything else that you are purchasing, I'm also, I'm not sure. I know Allie has her code as well. You might be able to use Allie's on Allie's collection. So that is something that I would check into if you are going to be purchasing that. But it's always so nice to see collaborations, and you know, sometimes it's just like someone different, and you know, someone still like so deserving for these collabs. So very excited to see that one. And then I also saw this like alien collab coming out. This is with She Glam. This is the Cosmic Come Up collection. So we have an alien mood palette, and there's, you know, some liners and highlighters and all of that. I mean, I do like greens, but the sponge honestly is what I want, the little like alien sponge. Like, come on, like that's cute. Do I have to have anything from it? No. I like the greens. I like the sponge the absolute most, but like, I don't need it. I don't need it. Lastly, we're just gonna finish off with some Anastasia products. So Anastasia for holiday is coming out with a new highlighter. So this is the Glow Seeker highlight. Right now I just see coming soon, and I don't see a price on it. I am not wearing highlight a whole lot these days, so this looks really beautiful, but not something that I think that I personally need for myself. And then of course, so many people have been so excited for the eyeshadow palette. This is the Fall Romance palette from Anastasia. 12 seductive jewel tone metallic and rich neutral eyeshadows. This one is going to retail for $55. This is really beautiful. Like I really like these more jewel tones. I feel like for holiday time, these like deeper jewel tone palettes are just so pretty, and they just make sense to me. So for the timing of the release, like I think that it's great. I love some of these shades in here, but I'm trying to decide if it's something that I really need/want in my collection. I did just purchase not only the mini Starlet from Natasha Denona, but right on the heels of that was the I Need a Nude palette, which is the only eyeshadow palette that I packed. I packed my I Need a Nude, and then the Life's a Draft that I did in collab with Ofra, because that has eyeshadows and face products as well. Those are the only palettes that I've put into my bag. So I just got those. I know that I have the Ally Dawson collab to play with as well, but this one, I don't know. Let me know if this is something that when I am able to make some purchases, if I should get this one. I feel like also on the YouTube side of things, even if I were to do a video on it now, like it's gonna be too late. There's so many videos up, and the palette looks super pretty. And the feedback that I'm hearing so far is that people are really enjoying it. So I don't know, let me know if you would like to see what kind of looks that I can come up with it. I do think that it's beautiful. It's just one of those that, especially right now, I'm like, oh, like I know that I really want the House Labs concealer. I need a new Lawless powder for sure, but I also want to try the Huda Beauty powder as well. It's like, do I need to add the Anastasia palette to my cart? I don't know, give me your feedback in the comments. I would love to know. But other than that, that is it for today's video. Also, it's a little bit challenging for me to film because I will not be in this apartment alone either. So I do have a friend in here too. So I feel like I've like kind of been quieter and probably not my full self, because I'm just used to like being able to film alone and all of those things. But thank you so much for watching and your support. It really means a lot. Again, I'll have all of these products linked if there's anything that you are interested in as well, and leave me some comments. Let me know what has your attention right now, and I'll see you in the next one.